Welcome to the C by GE Smart Switch Installation Guide. This video will show you how to install one of these switches in the C by GE family on a three-way circuit, or in other words, a switch that shares control of a light with another switch. Note, all switches on this circuit must be a C by GE Smart Switch. The C by GE Smart Switch will only work with other C by GE Smart Switches on the same circuit. Alright, here's what your home needs to install the Smart Switch. A wire switch outlet, which includes a white or gray neutral wire and a ground wire that's typically green or copper, and you need a Wi-Fi connection. In the C-Start package, you'll find one switch, one wall plate mounting bracket, 4 wire nuts, 4 Phillips mounting screws, 4 wire labels, and 1 installation guide. You'll also need a Phillips screwdriver and about 30 minutes of your time to install and set up each switch. Finally, you may want needle nose pliers and a voltage tester. Ready? Let's get started. Step 1. Before you do anything else, turn off the power for the switch location at the circuit breaker box and test the switches to make sure no lights come on. Now let's remove the first old switch. First, take off the faceplate. Next, we recommend you use your voltage tester on the black wire just to make sure the power is off. You can never be too careful. Then remove the screws holding the switch in place and pull the switch out of the wall. Make sure to leave the switch wired. Then label each wire coming from the wall box. Match black label to black line wire, red label to red or black load wire, green label to green or copper ground wire, and white label to white or gray neutral wire. If there's a fifth wire connected to a lighter colored screw on your old switch, this may be the traveler wire, which is not needed for this install. Remember, if you don't have neutral and ground wires, the C-Start is not compatible. After the wires are labeled, disconnect and remove the old switch. Now to connect your smart switch, use the labels to match the wires from the smart switch to the wall. The black wire goes to line, red wire to load, white wire to neutral, and green wire to ground. To connect the wires, pair the wire from the switch to the correct wire from the wall box. Put them into the wire nut. Turn it clockwise, and gently pull on a wire to test the connection. Since it is not needed for the install, the traveler wire can be capped. Next, push the wires into the wall box. Then secure your switch using a Phillips screwdriver and the longer screws provided, making sure it's level and flush with the wall. Screw on the faceplate bracket with the smaller screws, and snap on the cover. Okay, now let's remove your second old switch. After you take off the faceplate, we recommend testing the black wire with your voltage tester. Then, remove the screws and pull the switch out of the wall, leaving it wired. Label the wires from the wall box. Remember, black label to black line wire, red label to red or black load wire, green label to green or copper ground wire, and white label to white or gray neutral wire. Now, connect your smart switch by connecting the black wire to line, the white wire to neutral, and the green wire to ground. But do not connect the red switch load wire to the load wire in the wall box. Instead, cap both wires and the traveler wire independently from each other. Then push the wires into the wall box, secure your switch with the longer screws, attach the faceplate bracket with the smaller screws, and snap on the cover. Once everything is secure, turn the power back on at the breaker box. Your C by GE Smart Switch will remain in setup mode until you've downloaded the C by GE app in the App Store and set up the switch. To enable your three-way smart control, you must group the switches into the same room in the app. If the light ring is not flashing blue, visit cbyge.com/support for troubleshooting tips. If you need help with the app setup process, we have a short step-by-step tutorial on our website. Check it out. Thank you for making the switch to smarter lighting. Enjoy!